What's up, webheads? So the other day I got to go to the theater and watch a really good movie where Peter Parker travels far from his home. Get it? Because Far From Home is the name of it. Anyways, after the movie, I had this thought. So sooner or later, every Spider-Man YouTuber, or Marvel YouTuber for that matter, makes a sort of video. And I figured it's well past time for me to give it my shot. So without further ado, I'm going to be ranking every live-action Spider-Man suit, all 24. Now, not all of these made it to the final cut, but I'll go over that more later. Starting in at the last place spot, number 24, is the No Way Home black and gold suit. Now, I love No Way Home, and I love Spider-Man, but I don't love this suit. It just seems kind of cheap for the movie that it's in. Like, I get the whole reason for it. It's his Far From Home suit, but it's inside out because somebody splashed paint on him. But I don't know. It's all the wiring, and I just don't really like the black and gold color scheme. So yeah, not that big of a fan. Coming in at number 23 is the Amazing Spider-Man 1 homemade suit. I get it. Every Spider-Man has to have a homemade suit before the main one, but this just seems like something somebody can get at like a Marshall's or a Ross. It's a red ski mask, essentially, with sunglasses and a beanie cap, which is cool. I mean, it's definitely simplistic, but I don't like it. Really. Maybe if there was like any kind of web pattern on the mask, or if he lost the beanie, I don't know. Next up at number 22 is the Spider-Man 1 Big Eye suit. That's what I'm calling it. So before the final cut, when they had the official suit for the movie, they were testing out different designs, different eye sizes, different web patterns, and this one made it surprisingly far. Now, I like the idea of it, but the eyes just seem really out of place for the rest of the costume. Maybe if the webbing wasn't raised, it would look better. I don't know. It might just be too far gone for it to be saved, but not really a big fan. Next up at number 21 is the Night Monkey. This suit's pretty cool. My favorite part about it is the functionality of the lenses, how they kind of flip up and down. And I like how it looks like a shield or like a stealth suit kind of vibe, but other than that, not a fan. I like it for the reason why they have it in the movie. I don't like the fingerless gloves. The design of it just seems kind of bland. So yeah, I don't hate it, I don't love it, but that's that. Next up at number 20 is the 1970s TV show Spider-Man suit. So back in the 70s, Nicholas Hammond starred as Peter Parker in a TV show. I like everything on this suit except for the lenses. I like the webbing, it looks like it's very handmade. I like the red and the blue colors on it and everything, but I like the wrist gauntlets. I just don't like the lenses. They look like just somebody cut out circular holes from a mirror and then put it on a suit. Number 19, we have the Japanese Spider-Man suit, or Spider-Man. Same kind of thing as the 1970s one. It's very cool, it's very homemade. It looks like something Peter Parker can make by himself, but I'm just not a fan of the eyes. I like bigger eyes on my Spider-Man suit. Next up at 18 is the MCU Iron Spider suit. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I'm just not a crazy fan of this one. In a perfect world, they would have adapted the comic version of the Iron Spider suit with the red and yellow colors, which is one of my favorite suits of all time. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like they really went Iron Boy Jr. with this one. I like the blue eyes. I like the colors, the red, the gold, the blue. The legs coming out are pretty sick too. But yeah, I just feel like they kind of over stylized this one. Number 17, we have the integrated suit from No Way Home. So Peter gets his suit in No Way Home after he cures Doc Ock. And yeah, I mean, it's a cool suit. It looks very much like the Far From Home suit, but with gold on it. In my opinion, it's just another cash grab for toy sales for the movie. Not great, not cool, I don't know. Coming up at number 16, we have the wrestler's suit from Spider-Man 1. Now this suit is pretty sick. I gotta say, I'm a big fan. I like the screen printed spider on the shirt. I like the shoes, the gloves, the ski mask on it's awesome. Very nostalgic for the Spider-Man 1 game on PS2. And yeah, it's very pleasing to look at. It's very nice, very much of that time when the movie came out. And number 15, and I might get a lot of hate for this one, we have the black suit from Spider-Man 3. Now, I know a lot of people love this suit. I mean, if I had $1 for every time I saw a TikTok edit or a Facebook reel or a YouTube short with this suit in it, I'd probably be rich. And it's a cool suit. It just seems very CG in a lot of scenes. You really only get to see the textures of the suit in a couple of scenes, like the Flint Marco fight or the church scene. Other than that, it just seems very computer graphic-y. I do like the spider though. The spider emblem is very cool. I like how it's of the red and blue spider logo idea, but a bit more, you know, evil. But yeah, I just kind of wish they would have went more comic accurate with the black symbiote suit, with the spider that goes all the way around, the white on the top of the hands. That would have been sick. At number 14, we have the homemade suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. Definitely my favorite live action homemade suit so far. I love the goggles, I love the sleeveless hoodie. It reminds me a lot of the Scarlet Spider suit, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's simple, it works, it's effective, and the big clunky web shooters are very awesome. At number 13, I have the Spider-Man 3 black suit concept. So kind of like the Spider-Man 1 Big Eye suit, they were actually going to use this one, but it got cut last minute. It's really cool though. You can kind of see they were trying to go for a more comic accurate original symbiote suit look, but it does look kind of rubbery. Not really loving that, but I wish this one would have gotten into the film. I think with a giant white spider across, it would have looked sick. Number 12, I have the Amazing Spider-Man suit. This one is one of my favorites. I love the textured look of it. I love how it looks very different from the previous iteration of suits that we saw in the Raimi trilogy. They really try to do their own thing here, and I think it paid off. I love the yellow eyes. I love the difference of the pattern on the suit. I love the long spider. Fun fact, on the bottom for his feet, they actually just used a pair of Asics shoes and they kind of just recolored it because they wanted to look like, you know, something that Peter Parker would make himself. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. Coming up at number 11, I have the Spider-Man Noir suit from the show that just came out. This one couldn't be more true to the source material, whether it's the comics or the Spider-Verse films. It looks straight out of the comics. There's something so cool about like a trench coat and a fedora with Spider-Man. It just looks so sick. At number 10, we have the Stark suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know why a lot of people don't like this one, except for all the black on the suit and like the pattern on the blue, but I actually really like it a lot. With this suit, you can definitely see inspiration from John Romita Sr.'s artwork when it comes to the eyes, the webs. The only thing I didn't love about this one is that in some scenes, the CGI is very, very heavy and it looks very fake. But other than that, I love the spider logo. I love the coloring. The screen printed webs on it are awesome. It's very cool. It's very classic, but like futuristic in its own way. Number 9, I have the upgraded suit from Spider-Man Far From Home, the red and black one. This one essentially is the Stark suit, but red and black. And this one reminds me a lot of the Alex Ross concept art from years back. It's really cool because in the original Amazing Fantasy 15, Spider-Man's suit colors were red and black, and the blue was actually used as like a shadowing for the black part. It's kind of cool getting to see that going back to its roots. Number 8, I have the Civil War suit. So this one is very similar to the Spider-Man Homecoming Stark suit, except for the blue is a little bit more dark and muted. A lot of that's because of the color grading for Civil War. But yeah, for Spider-Man's first suit in the MCU that we see him in, they did a pretty solid job. Which brings us to our next one, number 7, which is the Civil War concept suit. Tom Holland actually wore this one behind the scenes when they were shooting it, but they ended up just editing out a lot of the webs and everything. But yeah, I love the raised webs. I love how the spider logo is different. I mean, if they would have kept this thing in Civil War, it just would have been perfect. Now, the next 3 are all from the same trilogy, and that is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. So number 6, I have the Spider-Man 3 suit. This one's great, it's classic, it's iconic, but for me, it's just a little bit too much. I feel like the lenses are like kind of frosted glass kind of looking. I don't really love how extra silver they made the raised webs. But other than that, I love the dark red, I love the dark blue. I mean, you can't beat a classic. Number 5, I have the Spider-Man 1 suit. This one walked so the rest of these could run. I mean, this is the classic red and blue. They were really cooking in the kitchen when they made this one. I love the lenses. It was just perfect. Number 3, I have my favorite of the Sam Raimi trilogy, which is the Spider-Man 2 suit. So if you notice, there are some key differences between the Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 suit. For example, there was some more uneven webbing designs on the Spider-Man 1 suit, whereas in Spider-Man 2 it was more clean looking, more even webbing. The Spider-Man 1 movie also had a thinner, kind of smaller spider emblem on the front, and then they made it a bit more bigger on the Spider-Man 2 suit. The lenses looked a little bit different as well. I just think that in Spider-Man 2, It's the best version of that suit that we got. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. Okay, the final three. So, number 3, I have the final swing suit from No Way Home. When I first saw this suit, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I was just mesmerized. The vibrant red and blue colors, the webbing, it just looked so good. I also love the new spider emblem that he had on there, which is awesome because you could really see the inspiration from Toby and Tom's logo. I love how bright the blue is. It's just very, very sick. Number 2, and I gotta tell you, I almost put this one as number 1. It took me a fat minute to really narrow out which one I wanted. But number 2, I have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. This thing is beautiful. I love the dark red, the dark blue, the giant spider logo, the giant eyes. I mean, in comparison to the first Amazing Spider-Man to this one, they really, really, really made some creative leaps. This one reminds me a lot of the Ultimate Spider-Man comic series by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley doing the art. It's just very buggy. It looks like comic book Spider-Man. Also getting to see the wrinkles on the suit when he's diving in the movie, it's just so awesome. And at number 1, and you can call this recency bias if you want, you can call me a bandwagon, whatever you'd like, but I have the brand new day red and blue suit. This is basically everything I ever wanted in a Spider-Man suit. They made the spider emblem bigger than the one on the final swing suit. They fixed kind of the arches on the suit corners. The eyes are a bit bigger. I mean, the red and blue colors are just popping. This is definitely the best Spider-Man suit that I've seen so far. And I can't wait to get to watch it here in about 9 days or so. Now, my opinions on these suits are probably going to change. So this isn't my set list, but for right now, for today, that's my ranking for every suit. Thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. If you liked it and you want to hang out with me for the next one, please like and subscribe. And until then, have a good one.